and welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for clicking on it. So as you can tell by the title, today we are doing a whole house declutter. And for those of you who are new here or possibly haven't seen one of my declutters before, my whole house declutters are very raw. I talk a lot. I really go through my process that's going on in my mind. It is spring. Spring is sort of the time for new beginnings. I feel like during winter we do a lot of bringing into our lives, whether it's through gifts from the holidays or just not necessarily wanting to do a declutter because you can't open your windows and things are kind of cold and ucky and you just want to be in cozy sweater and socks. So now that it's spring, it's time for a spring declutter, spring cleaning, everything good, new beginnings. So with all of that being said, I guess let's get started. So, step 1, grab coffee. Step 2, be in comfy clothes. Check and check. We're gonna start in my bathroom. Now, I already did a makeup declutter very, very recently, and the only thing I've brought into my life since that makeup declutter is a foundation, which I like a lot. Actually, I'll share it with you. The Your Skin But Better Airbrush Perfecting Powder. A lot of foundations that have SPF break me out because they use chemical sunscreen instead of physical, especially in powder form. But this one, great. So if you have oily skin like me and you're pale because their shade range sucks ass, it might work for you. Anyway, so I did a makeup declutter recently. Nothing to go through there. I did my perfume as well and my makeup brushes. And the only makeup brush that I was sort of on the fence about, again, I'll link that below, was this one. And it was on the basis of if I get a powder foundation, which I did. So that's all good. Let me flip the camera around and we'll go through more. So things are also like a little bit dirty, but I'm gonna worry about actually cleaning stuff later because today we're just going quick. So starting off, I have my body brush. This is my body exfoliator, definite keep. This entire bin right here, it was something that I used very sparingly, but I was also holding this item for a friend. It's these hair curlers that you do like a wet set on and then your hair is curly. I naturally have wavy curly hair, but I find that especially with the temperamental climate that I live in, my hair is very unpredictable. I tried the curly girl method, complete disaster. So I figured, well, I'll just do a wet set on my hair and then it'll stay curly because my hair can hold a curl because my hair is curly. And I got these and it hurts to use them the way you're supposed to because you're supposed to like loop your hair in between these two rubber parts. And I found that it hurt. So what I would do is I would wrap my hair around and then clip it with these little clips. But then I found a different wet set. Here's my hair that I did it with. I found a different way to wet set my hair that was far more comfortable and far easier because putting these in my hair took like 20 to 30 minutes and I don't know about you, I don't even have kids yet and I don't have time for that. So it just never ended up happening. But I saw a different kind of a wet set on TikTok which works perfectly fine. So I was gonna give these to a friend and she wanted them, but then she started doing this wet set too. So neither of us need this item anymore, which means all of these curlers and also all of these clips are gonna be decluttered, which will completely empty this drawer. And after I'm done with this section, I'll show you guys what the wet set is, because I'm sure if you're watching this part of the video and you like my hair right now, you're probably wondering. And it would really piss me off if somebody was talking about it and didn't share. So I'll share with you as soon as I'm done here. Here's all the curlers. It does work. It's just not as convenient as it ought to be for my life. This is my hair stuff drawer. So the way these drawers are, it was curlers, hair stuff, overflow makeup and beauty. Then we had face, body, hair as far as products. So let's go ahead and keep going. This can actually probably go with body. Okay, so this is hair like baubles. Here's all my hair ties. These are a keep. I use a hair tie all the time, and then when it eventually breaks, you just replace it. So I do have a lot, but that's because they'll eventually be used. So that's a keep. Here's where I keep all my little clippies. I prefer alligator clips. I sometimes use these big bobby pins if I'm doing a style for like a wedding or something. And then sometimes for things like Ren Fair or whatever, if I'm doing like a special hairstyle, I'll use these teeny tiny bobby pins. So I don't have very many of any of those category, and I'm gonna keep them all because they do get used throughout the year. This is my only headband. I use this when I wash my face, and also sometimes when my hair is down during the day and I don't want it in my face, but I don't want to put it up because then I'll get a headache. So this is my headband. It's not necessarily my style, but I also like don't care. So that's a keep. This, and this actually comes with a red scrunchie. If you're an OG subscriber, you might know that this was in a declutter of mine not that long ago. And I did declutter that red ribbon, but then I realized I liked the red one. So I did something that I very rarely do, and I pulled it out of the donation bin. It was the only item I pulled out of the donation bin from that declutter. But this comes with a little red scrunchie that I keep by my bed. And I do like the red ribbon in the winter when I'm wearing like a sweater. So that'll be kept. And then this blue ribbon, I also like. Red and blue are sort of the colors that look best on me, so that's all I kept. Promise there'll probably be more I'm actually decluttering later. This is just an area that I tend to take care of pretty well regularly, so sorry if it's boring. And then 2 claw clips. I have more than these two, but claw clips are like my go-to for life. So these will both be kept. And then this I bought because somebody on TikTok told me it was a more gentle way to whiten teeth. They used this and then something else, and I bought it because I want white teeth, but I have very sensitive teeth, and I impulse bought it, which is rare, but it happens. And I hate the process of using mouthwash, and I'm also just like incredibly lazy where that extra step feels like stupid to me. So I'm going to use this up to not be wasteful and then not rebuy it. It very well may work. I can't. My teeth are not, they're not that yellow, okay? So coming in at the bottom here, this is hair stuff. Now, like I said, a lot of these items are consumable, and I try to not get rid of consumable items if I can just use them up and not repurchase. So I'm probably not getting rid of a lot here, but soon there'll be more, I'm sure. Okay, so going into hair stuff, I have a hair mask. Again, it's really freaking dry here in the winter. This I was looking for something else, couldn't find it, bought this for the wavy hair, and it smells amazing and works amazing, and it's not that expensive. So if you happen to need a hair mask, this is a good one if you have wavy hair. I can't speak for the other versions. Next, I have a dry shampoo. I use this very seldomly. I probably go through 1 bottle every 2 years just because the dry shampoo works on the oil, but I find it doesn't work on the smell. So I usually only use this if I've misplanned my life. So I think I'll probably honestly use this up and then not repurchase it, because almost every time when this is an option, I usually just wash my hair instead. So it's like this much left-ish, so soon it'll be gone. Olaplex, I bought this with a gift card that I got for Sephora, and I don't think it's worth the money. So I bet if I had absolutely fried hair, like I was bleach blonde, whatever, this would probably do something, but for me, I feel like it's so inconvenient to use, and the result that it yields, I feel like is like this works better than this. So I know it's not a deep conditioner, but my hair just feels icky when I use this. So once it's gone, I'm not rebuying it. It's really expensive. Some people swear by it, and then my hair oil that I've been using since high school, love, will always rebuy. This is probably like my 15th one in my entire life. The only other 2 things in here are 2 samples that I'm going to put on my counter because I'm going to use those up and then be done with them because, you know, why not use it? Back here, I have a tanning mitt and a tanning brush. I don't know if I'm going to continue to tan. This brush is also totally like gunked up. I'm going to get rid of this brush and I think just have to throw it away. As far as the mitt, we're going to see come summer, because sometimes I do like to put a little color on my legs because I don't tan because it's, you know, cancer. So that's a keep tentatively. And then the last thing in here, I mentioned that mouthwash. This was the other thing the girl on TikTok said. She said if you use this and the mouthwash, you'll get whiter teeth without hurting your teeth. So I'm gonna put this up here to use up and then not repurchase, because you brush your teeth and then you use this and then you go in with the mouthwash, and it's just like so much. It's too much for me. So yeah, that's it for here. And so far the declutter pile is at 3. I'm gonna really quick check in my husband's cabinets to see if there's anything that belongs to me that I need to declutter, and then I'll show you the wet set hair curler thing before we move on. Okay, so don't mind that. We will eventually paint in here, but I'm going to show you the hair thing in case you were curious. If you're not curious, you could skip ahead to the remainder of the declutter. There will be chapters in the description box down below. So what you do when your hair is like 90% dry, you're going to put a regular scarf on the top of your head, and then you just wrap piece by piece around the scarf like so, and then you tie it with a scrunchie, and you do that on both sides, and with the tails here you tie them like around your head like that. Go to sleep, wake up, take it out, boom. So that's obviously, first of all, easier to travel with, much quicker to do, and much more comfortable to sleep on. So that's that. If you were curious, on to the rest of the declutter. Next, I think we're gonna go into my linen closet here, and we'll see what we can get rid of. These are my sheets. I know I don't need to get rid of anything here because I just took my only pair of kind of ucky sheets that had like holes. They were just really old, and I stuffed a pillow with them. So those are now living a new life. This I just got for Valentine's Day. It's a facial steamer. Love that. In here, I have my bath stuff. This little item here, my mother-in-law gave to me while I was in Russia, and it's like a little cloth exfoliant thing. I don't think I need this. I never used it, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it while it's still able to be resold. Okay, next we have miscellaneous hair and nails. Let's go ahead and look at this. I have some shower caps for the few times I've dyed my hair. I don't think I'm gonna dye my hair ever again at home, and if I do, I'm gonna use one of those like conditioners that deposits pigment into your hair. So I don't need this. Gloves. I was looking for these earlier when I was cutting jackfruit, and anybody who's ever cut jackfruit, you know how freaking sticky it is. So I'm gonna keep these, but I'm gonna move them into like my cleaning stuff. Then we have a bowl again for hair color, and this hair tie I know is like soaked with hair dye. So the bowl I'm gonna get rid of, the hair tie I'm gonna throw out, the shower caps I'm gonna get rid of. Continuing on, nail polish remover, keep for my toes. Then I have nail polish, clear, keep. I like both those color. This color I don't really like, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Then I have my nail care tools, all the basics, gonna keep that. And then lately I've been doing press-on nails instead of going to the salon for nails, and I've been liking it, so these are all gonna be kept. Medical tools and bandage and wraps. So these are all the medical tools that are like non-consumable items. These I bought because I wanted to use them as, you guys know those pimple patches? These are the same thing, they're just in Band-Aid form, and I wanted to cut them up and use them. And they work, but the ones that are made for pimples are like way less aggressive. These ones are like super glued to your face. So I don't feel like I want to keep these because I don't think I'd ever use them for a wound, just that in mind, like thinking how aggressive they come off your skin. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'll put it with the other things I'm getting rid of. This I bought to pH test shampoo and conditioner, and I think I got rid of it in my last vlog, and I tried to give it to a local pool and they wouldn't take it. So I put it back, but I still don't need it, so I'm gonna have to find it at home this time. So far, this is what we're getting rid of, and we march on. Next, we're moving on to the natural stuff. So this is some teas that do various things, and they work really well. This, specifically the throat coat tea, this is like better than throat medicine when you have a sore throat. Highly recommend. Next in here, I have a blow dryer attachment. I'm gonna do the rest of it from here. The next category is like blow dryer and stuff like that. I have this blow dryer attachment that I bought when I was doing the curly girl method, but I really think this wet set is the best option for me, so I don't think I need this anymore, which means I also don't need the attachment for it to fit onto my blow dryer. If I'm blow drying my hair, I'm blow drying it straight. If I'm doing it curly, I'm doing a wet set, so this can go. Here I have travel stuff, and here I have backups. I tend to not buy backups of something unless I'm about to run out, and it's actually something that I've determined is a need and not just like a, oh, I bought this once for fun and you know, whatever. So I don't think there'll be a lot to be gone through here. We shall see. I'm going to go through it pretty quick. I have a fake tattoo that I'm going to get rid of. I have toothpaste. This is my husband's shaving cream. He does not shave with bar soap like I do. Aquaphor, love, definite, keep. Deodorant. Couple ordinary products that I've been using for years, so I repurchase when I have points or if they ever go on sale. This is all of my razors and my husband's razors, refills, so that'll be there. I bought razor refills, or my sister did rather, like 4 years ago, and I'm still like not even 10% done. The safety razor really is like thebomb.com. I have some bar soap, more bar soap. That'll all be kept and used. Shampoo. I nowadays use bar shampoo, but we'll use this up and then continue on with the bar shampoo. Toothbrushes, my favorite sunscreen. Been using this for years. I usually buy 4 at a time when they're on sale. Toothbrushes, facial screen, lotion, all of that's being kept. This can go. I bought 2 of these. Aquaphor is better, so I'm going to get rid of this while it's still unopened. Some makeup that I use all the time. This I've been buying for like my entire adult life. Same with these. I buy them when they're on sale. I have some chapsticks that I've never used, and I loved these when I first got them. They're the Trader Joe's chapsticks, but now I just feel like they're not really cutting it. It's like Aquaphor for life. You feel me? So I'm going to get rid of all 3 of these, and I'm going to put them in like the next little gift bundle that I give a friend who maybe has less of a dry climate than I do. Burt's Bees is still pretty okay. So that'll be the one that goes in my purse when the one that's in my purse gets used up. So, yeah. From there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Then we got travel. This is a travel laptop case. My backpack has the travel like sleeve, but sometimes when I'm going to the coffee shop to do editing, let me back you up a bit. Sometimes when I'm going to the coffee shop to do editing, I'll just throw my laptop and my cord in here, so that's a keep. This is, whoa, sticky. This is my husband's travel pillow. This is the cover for it. I just haven't put it on, neither has he, so there's that. I don't know what this is. I don't think I need it. This is a sanitizing wipe. I'm going to actually move that to my car because I feel like the next time I'm able to travel, that'll be dried up. Pastes, keep. Let me go through this really quickly off camera and then I'll show you what I'm getting rid of because I feel like we're already at like the third. So I just finished that, and that will conclude the linen closet from this declutter. I might have to break up this declutter into upstairs and downstairs. I'll let you know at the end of the video if that's what ended up happening. But, excuse the angle here. What I ended up getting rid of there is this little teeny tiny travel dry shampoo. Like I said, I prefer to just wash my hair, especially when I'm traveling. And I'm not like a backpack traveler anymore, so I'm going to donate this to a women's shelter probably. This little shampoo bottle, because I use bar shampoo, I don't need this. I also, typically when I'm traveling, I'll just use the shampoo of like whoever I'm staying with or the hotel or Airbnb. It's not really that like dire. So I'm gonna recycle that. Body lotion, don't need. We're gonna, actually I think I'm gonna move this to my purse as a hand cream and then just use it up and be done with it. Little hotel pack. I think I'm gonna put this in my guest bedroom. For guests, eye mask. This one's really not very good, so I'm going to just recycle the textiles. Tissues, they're going to go... Actually, these I will keep, because I use these when I travel quite often. Couple of random bags, going to throw away. A random Advil, loose, just in the bottom. Don't know when that expired, so I'm going to throw it away. And then I have a bunch of individually wrapped sanitizing wipes. And while these are great for travel, like I said, I feel like these will probably get dried out by the next time I'm able to travel. I also usually just travel with, let me show you. I buy a pack of these before every trip I go on, so I'll just have this. These I'm going to put in my car and in my purse and just use them up there. But that is it for that area. Let me show you the little pile. So far, that's the little pile 1. This is pile 2, pile 3, and onward we go. Guest room. I just did a guest room reorganize with me vlog where I sort of stocked the guest room and the guest bathroom how I wanted, so those are going to stay the same. Can link that down below. However, because we installed new floors downstairs, we haven't gotten upstairs yet. I had to move a lot of these stuff from the closet downstairs here. So let me quickly open it up. This is a huge mess. Let's go through it. Starting off, we have an umbrella. Gonna keep that. And also hand warmers, definite keep. Some hangers. This hanger, these suck. So I'm gonna get rid of that hanger. These 2 wooden ones can stay. This is a pair of beater flats that I use when I go to the Renaissance Fair, which I'll be going to soon, so keep. Gym bag, ice skates, running out shoes, sandals, these shoes. I did a shoe declutter, I don't know, like 6 months ago, so those are all kept. This is shoe brushes and a shoe, I call it a shoe spoon, but it helps you get like boots on without having to use your hands. I have one of those, I don't need 2. Face masks. That's an interesting one. I don't know if we're going to need those again. Stand by. Keep for now, possibly not forever. Knee pads. This is husband's car racing stuff. Snowboarding stuff. My snowboarding stuff. Snowboarding socks. Yeah, I do need those for my boots. Yep, all of that's good. This is specifically for beer. My husband told me I'm not allowed to get rid of it. Don't know where we picked it up, but there you go. These Trader Joe's bags I don't like, so I'll probably put all of the donated items in there. Okay, so I think this angle works. Half of this stuff is actually not mine, so I'm just going to go through it quickly. I keep saying that and then I talk forever. I warned you in the beginning of this video. If you are still here and you find this declutter helpful, you find it motivating, entertaining, whatever it may be, leave the word kiwi in the comments down below. That way I can know that you guys are still here and these are useful and helpful. Bonus points if you can figure out a way to put kiwi in a sentence that sounds like it's about the video. Okay, so going through, this is a additional layer that goes underneath my snowboarding jacket. This is a beautiful, beautiful red jacket, and I wanted a red jacket for a very long time, so my friend found this at a thrift store and gifted it to me. However, where it hits is right at the widest part of my hip, and I don't know how flattering that is, so I'm going to try this on and make a decision later. This is a duster, and it's a duster that's long enough for like a suit, but not long enough for a dress, and my husband has dusters for all of the suits that he owns, so I don't think I need this. It came with a leather coat that I bought from Lucky Brand, but if I'm going to put a leather coat in here, it's never going to get worn again. Because the inconvenience of taking it out of the duster to put it on my body is just no bueno. So this is going to go. That's my husband's, that's my husband's, that's my husband's, that's all my husband's. So I don't get to make a decision about it. This is my snowboarding jacket and my snowboarding pants, and my gloves, I believe, are in the pocket. If not, they're in one of these buckets. So that's all going to be kept because I do snowboard. I have this jacket that I actually just got at a thrift store. My husband really likes this on me, but I don't know if I do. There's also a newly found hole in the back of it. So what's cool about this jacket is it's from Germany. It's like an actual German army jacket. You can see on the inside. So I don't know if I like this on me. I've been learning about the type of clothing that looks best on me through like the little online quizzes and the Kibbe body type and all of that. So I don't know about this one. I'm going to put it in the maybe. This I use for camping and all things outdoors, because if it gets dirty, muddy, stained. I don't really care. Plus there's a lot of pockets. Optimal for camping. And I think that's it with the exception of these two maybes, which I will come back to. So these are the two maybes. This is the stuff we're getting rid of. Lucky for us, this bathroom is already taken care of. I did, like I said, a vlog about it where I kind of reorganized everything and made it really nice for guests who come and stay with us, which happens actually quite often. So this doesn't need to be touched, this room at all. It's perfect. This is our shared office closet, so I think we can do some damage here. This really is the optimal angle, you guys. I'm sorry if it's not the best for you. But starting with these drawers, I eventually would like to label them, but this is how we organize our office closet, and it's really quite exceptional. Starting off, I have work stuff here. This is the case for my microphone that I use when I travel, which is sitting on top of my camera right now. That's a keep. This is a selfie stick that I use while travel vlogging. Keep. This little attachment, I'm pretty sure is broken. This is for my phone when I'm filming things. I have 3 of these, and all 3 come in handy. This one I'm pretty sure is broken though. I'm gonna test this one and see, but I'm 90% sure this one is broken and needs to be replaced because it kept dropping my phone, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna put that there as a maybe. Apple mouse, I don't think this is very good. The problem very well may be because there's no mouse pad under it. So this is a maybe as far as keep or get rid of. I need to test it with a mouse pad to see, because if the mouse pad works, I want to use it. Actually, no, I don't. I want something ergonomic, even if it's ugly. I'm gonna get rid of that. Bye. This is my terabyte external hard drive. Keep. Little, this eventually needs to go downstairs once we actually have like more furniture and stuff down there. But for now, it floated up here, so that's a keep. This was an old calendar, but now occasionally I'll set my phone on it when I'm filming TikToks. But I have a tripod that can serve that purpose, so I think this just needs to be trashed. This is to hold cords when traveling for travel vlogging. Keep. This is a light that goes with this, which when I'm filming cinematic shots, which I've been doing less of lately because you guys seem to prefer the vlog style, kind of more authentic. So when I do the cinematic stuff, I use this light setup, or I will be rather. It's a new setup for me. I'm still experimenting with kind of how I want to do things in my channel. In the event that I continue vlogging because you guys prefer it, I probably won't need this, but in the meantime, I want to keep it with my work and filming stuff. This one, however, my mom gave me. It's a softbox light. Actually, yeah, I'm going to keep both because this one's really good for lighting up people. If I didn't do YouTube as a job, I would probably have much less stuff. It's actually funny. I don't know if you guys watch Matt Diavella, you probably do, but he recently did a video counting all of his things, and he actually had more stuff than his wife simply because of the work that he does. So, there you go. I have 2 sets of headphones here, which I use when my AirPods die, which is very, very rare. I don't think I need 2. I'm going to get rid of the older set, keep the newer set. External charger for my phone, great for travel. This is a mic setup plug-in. Keep. This, I think this is with my husband's GoPro stuff. So I'm gonna, what is this? Yeah, I'm 90% sure this goes with my husband's GoPro stuff, so I can't touch that. This is a lavalier microphone. Keep. And then what is in here? This is, okay, yeah. It's all just like work cords and attachments for my mic and my camera and all of that. So, kind of boring, but all of that's going to be kept with the exception of the things that I already tossed. Here I have packing stuff, so packing tape, regular tape, my stamps should belong in here. Here's more stamps. Bubble wrap, because now that I live not near my friends or family, I do ship things frequently to them. These are little paper plants that I don't need. I can donate that to a school. More bubble wrap, If I get something wrapped in bubble wrap from like Amazon or whatever, I usually just keep it. So that's all good. Envelopes. This envelope I don't foresee ever using, so I'll use that as scrap paper or something. These teeny tiny little envelopes were for paying the HOA that we have, but we just pay digitally. And the ones with like the window screen, I don't really foresee using. So use that as scrap paper. More stamps. These are thank you cards that I keep for when I'm mailing things out. Another envelope. This one's a specific size though, but I feel like I could still put a regular piece of paper in there and be okay. By the way, greeting cards from the dollar store, it's super clutch. So like you get 8 cards for $1 and they're cute. They say thank you. So I keep these, thank you cards, Christmas cards, whatever. Another one of those windowed envelopes. Gonna use that as scrap paper. And then these are all standard envelopes, so those will all be kept along with the stamps. Down here is more like in the gift category, because sometimes when I see gifts for people, I'll buy them and then wait until it's like their birthday or whatever to give it to them. Because sometimes when you're buying a gift, like at the time that you need one, the things that you're looking for aren't available. So as I'm shopping, if I see things, I just sort of pick them up. Tape that can go in here. Bubble wrap, but this is such a small piece of bubble wrap, I don't think it's actually very useful. These are little Christmas baggies. I'm going to put this with my Christmas stuff. I use these to give out cookies to my neighbors because the first year that I moved here, I gave out cookies in my Tupperware, trying to be more eco-friendly, and I only got half of my Tupperware back. So, lesson learned, that's how they get their cookies now. This is literal garbage. I have these black tags that I used to label my bins in my linen closet because traditional labels weren't sticking to those bins, and I wanted the labels to be obnoxious enough that my husband would notice them. I don't know why I bought so many. I don't have a need for these, so those are, oh, yeah, okay, those are gonna go. More of those bags for cookies. These I'm going to keep here because I do give out desserts in the springtime and summertime as well, so those will be kept here. I think I am going to move these. Do I want to move them downstairs? No, I'll keep them here. More of those little labels that I'll give to a school teacher, I suppose. Tissue paper, good for wrapping gifts, or specifically me when I mail things, I wrap them in tissue paper. Not so much for gifts, I try to wrap gifts in cloth when I can. This is an old jewelry box that I was going to repurpose if I gave somebody some jewelry, but usually when I buy jewelry, it comes in a box, so I don't need that. These can be used for gift cards, so I'll keep this black one. And then I have a bunch, I think that's what this bag was for. I have a bunch of these heart stickers that I would stick on envelopes when I mailed them, but I don't really think that's a necessity for me, so I'm gonna give these to a teacher as well for some cute little project she or he can do with their kiddos. So, gift stuff has been consolidated. Here I have my office stuff. So I have this bearing that I use as a fidget spinner. My husband spent hours cleaning this off to give it to me. So I use this as a fidget spinner sometimes. Paper clips, keep. Okay, next I have pens. I've actually consolidated these pens before, so I am going to be keeping all of them. These are all the pens I have in my house with the exception of my desk, and downstairs there's like 2 or 3. So that'll be all kept. Then I have this wax set. When I used to work a job in corporate America and I would mail out like not cold calls, but like cold mail, I would wax stamp them so that it seemed special enough for somebody to open. I don't work that job anymore. Also, this wax seal has the state of California on it, which I no longer live in. So I can't really foresee myself using this. I love wax stamps and I love like the art of it, but I think because it's California and not like a flower or something, I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to get rid of this. I need to figure out where that should go because I don't have a good place for it in my brain yet. Got some glue. I don't know if I need all 3. My husband bought a 4-pack when we needed some glue at some point, and glue does dry out. So I'm going to keep 1 and ask my husband about the other 2 because we might just donate these to a school before they get totally dried out. But I will be keeping 1 for whatever the use case was that he felt he needed glue for. Next I have Sharpies. I have 1 silver Sharpie and 2 black that I just repurchased because my Sharpies dried out. Oy. So that'll all be kept. Then I have sticky notes, which I use often. I don't recommend off-brand sticky notes. The 3M ones, even though they're more expensive, are actually worth it because these don't stick nearly as well. So for that reason, I'm going to keep all the big ones because I blow through them. But the small ones, because they don't stick very well, they don't work very well for the purpose that I actually need them for. And actually, these serve a very similar purpose. So I think I'm only going to keep 3 of these and donate the rest to a school. So I'll keep pink because that's very bright, blue because it's my favorite color, and we'll do yellow, classic. The rest will go to a school. Notebook, I get these at the thrift store, and then when I use one up, I switch over to the other one. I use these for like idea and brainstorming work for videos for YouTube. Colored pencils. I think I prefer colored pens over colored pencils for me doing my work, so I'm going to donate these to a school. These are also like half pencils, which really kind of annoy me, so those are going to go. And then folders. I bought a bunch of these at the dollar store thinking that I was going to use them to organize some of my YouTube stuff, but what I ended up doing was using different colored notebooks. So I don't think I need these. I'm going to keep a couple for the filing cabinet because I do use these to organize some tax stuff. So let's see, I'll keep 4, 1 of each color. Orange, yellow, pink, and blue. Good. I'll move these to my file cabinet and these will be donated to a school. And then that's very heavily consolidated. Okay, so that's all of these. We're going to move here next. This is a paper shredder. Definite keep, very important for my work. Then here, I think this is just like random bullshit. Yeah, this is all husband. He likes to keep cords and things like that until he like knows that we don't need them. So that's not mine to go through. This is a bunch of papers and stuff that I eventually want to put in a file cabinet at my desk. But I don't have that yet, so they're just being stored here for now. And I went through this recently, and I know all of that's to be kept. Then here, this is a bunch of stuff for my friend's coming up bachelorette party. So I'm going to be keeping all of that for her, along with this. This is a gift for her, in condition with a couple other things. Picture frame that I don't need, going to get rid of. And then these are external lights for my filming. So these are only here temporarily just because I don't really have a better place for this stuff until her bachelorette. So that'll be gone soon. So this is the pile. We've got 8 items here. We have about 16 items here. We've got 4 items here plus some items that I'm kind of trying to get through quickly to have out of my life forever. And then in the office, I have more items than I want to count. Editing me here, I forgot to mention, in the beginning of the video, I set out to do my whole house declutter in one video, but as you can see, we've been running this video for like 30 plus minutes. So this video is broken up into 2 parts, upstairs and then downstairs plus basement. So next week, downstairs plus basement is gonna come out, so subscribe to not miss it if you like declutters. Thanks again for coming along for the declutter, and I'll see you next week to do the rest of my house. Bye.